We are the Washington Interfaith Network, building power throughout our organizations to achieve racial equity and justice in Washington, D.C.
WIN is a nonpartisan network of faith institutions, nonprofits, unions, and neighborhood leaders across all 8 wards of the district.
We believe people working together have the power to change and create a more just and equitable district.
So there's just kind of a continued commitment to showing up and to putting the pressure on and to staying in a neighborhood where historically the city has not been able to make much progress in building affordable housing, where you have kind of a NIMBY reputation to say we want this, our congregations want it, our community wants it. It's not just that we're okay with it, but this is actually something we're demanding that you do this here.
We want to see renovated and updated public housing where our neighbors can live in dignity without being displaced.
Together, we will hold DCHA transparent and accountable.
WIN is building power for Black home ownership and wealth. We are organizing a network of Black and Native Washingtonians who are currently homeowners and those who want to become homeowners so that we can create the political will to stop the displacement and help build Black wealth. We believe that every Native Washingtonian who wants to stay in DC should have the right and the resources to stay there. Over the next 4 years, we want to commit $100 million to the support initiatives that preserve and create opportunities for Black home ownership.
African Americans had to leave the city because they could not afford to live here. They grew up here, they work here, but they can't live here because they cannot afford to live here. He just pushed them out and said, go live somewhere else. And it's because of the political will, making money, doing what the government says they want. And if and with the truth being told, because of everything that happened in life through segregation, we have been cut out. Black people have been cut out of so much that we're trying to play catch up. But we still have walls that are in front of us that's keeping us from catching up and being where we need to be.
And so it's time for us to take the issue of public safety seriously. It's time for us and our allies to make sure that we have a public safety system in our city that is racially just, that is equitable, that decenters the police, but that has mental health priorities in place, that has community health and a public health approach.
So every community deserves peace. And Barbara Kraft, one of our loved ones at Temple Sinai, reminded us a couple weeks ago that in the Jewish tradition, the word shalom or peace, I was taught in seminary, it means flourishing. But I loved what she said. She said, in my tradition, the word peace means to come alive.
We're organizing around climate as it relates to homeowners. Homeowners could build wealth from climate repairs, such as a new roof, a new furnace, and those families impacted with asthma could also benefit from these programs.
There's an unprecedented amount of money coming down from the federal government through the IRA, the Inflation Reduction Act. The pot of climate money is directly connected to our In Motion campaigns and base building work around Black home ownership and public housing. In order to capture this money, we will have to organize the groups of people to be ready to demand it and take it.
We organize for equity.
And we organize for justice and equality.
And we organize for equality.
We organize for equity.
We are the ones we've been waiting for. We're not waiting on politicians. We're not waiting on corporations. We are the ones.